Merry Christmas. So a friend recently recommended this book to me called Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella, and she told me that she really liked it because she found it funny and lighthearted. And I remembered that one of Elena's old students actually also said that this was one of her favorite series. So I decided to give it a try. The main character, Rebecca, is a financial journalist. Like, she works for a journal called Successful Savings, but she actually has pretty much zero interest in financial journalism or finance in general, for that matter. She's also a really serious shopaholic. Like, she really, really likes to buy things. And I mean, like, clothing, jewelry, everything you can think of. Like, she just literally likes to shop. And this is getting her into a great deal of trouble. The story begins when she receives her latest Visa card statement and discovers that she owes more than £900 and she can't even remember like where she spent all that money, and she definitely does not have the funds to start paying them back. And when she stops to total up like all the money that she owes on her various different cards, as well as like the people that she owes money to, like the roommate who lets her stay with her pretty much rent free, she comes up with a figure that's like almost £6,000 and throws her into a little bit of a panic. And this story follows her as she tries to, I guess, handle like this escalating problem, and generally does so rather poorly. So when I started reading this book, I had this sneaking suspicion that I had actually tried to read it once before, and I pretty much confirmed this after the first couple of chapters, which was about as far as I got the first time round. And I kind of remembered why I had not finished it the first time. So I'll start, like I did last time, I guess, with what I did not like. This is a first-person point of view story, by the way. So I kind of find Rebecca insufferable as a character. Like, she does a lot of things that started to make me like kind of mad. Like, I guess some people might find it funny, but like, as a character, she has zero self-awareness, zero self-control, zero self-discipline, and on top of that, she's really shallow, like cares, she's the kind of person who will buy something to wear just because it makes her look cool and stylish, as opposed to like because it keeps you warm and you actually need one. Like, she cares a lot about appearances and how other people judge her. But in addition to that, she's also kind of lazy, like the kind of person who's always dreaming of more money but never actually wants to put in the effort to make it happen. And she's really dumb. Like, she does a lot of really stupid things, and every time I think she can't do anything that would make me dislike her more, she goes and does something that makes me dislike her more. Like, just as some examples, she's the kind of person who, like, in order to try to solve her money problems, she buys a couple lottery tickets and thinks she has it all in the bag. Like, she doesn't just hope she'll get the lottery. Like, she buys those tickets and spends like the entire day planning how she'll actually use the money that she wins. Like, you don't solve your money problems by buying lottery tickets. That's like the dumb way to try to deal with your money issues. She's also the kind of person who, likes ostrich tactics, where she sticks all the bills in the trash or in her drawer and pretends they don't exist and seems to think that this will make them go away, and then goes and spends more money under the pretext that, it's to make herself feel better, so she's justified. Like, she does a lot of things that just strike me as extremely stupid, and I'm not really able to find it very funny. Like, it's not something that I find humorous. I just find it frustrating, I guess. So she does a lot of things that makes me kind of angry. But I did decide to stick it out this time and read the whole story, and I think the good thing is that it is a relatively lighthearted read. Like, there's no violence, nobody dies, the world is not ending, and for the most part, all her troubles she brings on herself. So I also don't feel like it's not particularly stressful, since it's, she made her own issues. So in some ways, I don't necessarily care, I guess, if she gets out of them or not, because they're her own problem and she kind of deserves what she gets. And I guess it does end fairly well. Like when I was reading the beginning, I was thinking, yeah, like the worst possible way it could end would be if she really did, for instance, win the lottery or marry someone rich. But thankfully, the story did not go that route. The story does manage to have her work out her problems in a way that, well, worked, I guess, without necessarily changing a lot of the basics of her character. So in that regard, I probably will read more of it, just because it is a relatively light-hearted read, which is a good choice right now for the holidays.